Welcome back, Madam MUMBI PHIRI. So just tell me, how did you spend your days in prison when you woke up to the time you went back to sleep?
Thank you for coming me back. At least I feel so happy to be back home to see my family. And the way it was at prison, when we woke up in the morning at 7, they could open for us. We are on parade, you count yourselves, you are saying 1 bwana, 2 bwana. We were 39 women in a very small cell with 10 children who are called circumstantial children. You know, at prison, when you are a remindee or a seat, you are not allowed to do any work. You don't even cook for yourself. That's what happens. So you have to find convicts who do that. So the first time when I was in Kaoma, we were not allowed to knit because I enjoy knitting. But when I went to Mongu, they were allowing to do skills. Knitting, at least they allowed. So I was knitting. I could make bedspreads. I've come with one. When you come for my son's wedding, I made a very nice bedspread for my son.
Oh, is that so?
I made a mat for the president. Actually, I was making mats and selling them.
Oh.
At 800. So whoever visited would come back with maybe 5, because I could make a mat on a 90 kg in 2 days.
90 kg of what?
90 kg bag, those sack bag, 50 kgs. I can even make a carpet to join the sacks.
No.
I bought needles to distribute to my fellow inmates. They also started learning because we had our oldest woman who was there was 72 years old. And it was a family of... there were 9 arrested, 9, 3 women, and the men were on the male section. So we were knitting, and I enjoyed dancing. We could get drums. So here I've come back as a specialist in all areas. When I'm doing Ulangizi, I can teach Karubale now. I can teach the Lozi. I can teach room dance, and I can dance to the way they dance. Okay. So now I'm full-fledged. I'm international Balangizi now.
Okay.
Because nobody can cheat me. We used to cook on wood. They used to cook on wood. And because the place is very small, we were always in the smoke. But I enjoyed the food. I didn't know that Roses also eat bunga buwari buamari sana na tut. I didn't know. And in fact, they cook better than us. It was so nice. I even learned to eat their favorite fish, singonge. And you don't know how we used to eat fish at prison? Though that fish we call kayonge, bubble fish. You just get it, you throw it on the fire, then mwapiribula, then you make zugoro for salt. I enjoyed eating cassava leaves, chihuahua. Although they cook it differently, I also taught them how to cook ours. Okay. There are some foods which they don't allow in prison, like uwoa. They don't allow.
Why?
Because sometimes uwoa can be poisonous. So, you know, in prison, you're just taken there. They're not the people who arrest you. So they look after you. Okay. You know, I'd put on so much weight. I reached 87.
Marechana, check your weight up.
They used to call me Njomba Yapa Jerry. My sichaba cow fella. When I got sick, my weight was too much. And when I was admitted in hospital, if you visited the prison, it was quiet. When I came back, we could hear that section for the men shouting. They were, "Hey, my sichaba is back." I became very famous, and you know those two children, the small babies. The eldest was about 4 years old. They could sing. There were 10 of them. Sometimes you just hear them sing. Niba mumbi chabe mwakomboni. Niba mumbi chabe. And they didn't. I never knew any word except in Lord's greeting. So I learned the laws. But when I spoke, everybody could laugh. But hearing, nobody can talk about me now. But one thing which I was very happy about, is the party in Western Province. It's very intact. I could get visitors from as far as Rukulu, Sesheke, and everywhere. That's why now I strongly feel I should also, God reserved this time for a convention not to take place so that I can also throw my candidature in it. Because
but before we get there, just your activities, I was trying to...
the activities at the prison, they never allow you,
From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep.
It's, it was limited. I think that's the other thing why I put on so much weight. It was limited. The place was small. As a city, you are not allowed to work, not even to draw water, not to do anything.
So what time would you go back to?
They were locking us up at 16 hours.
Happy Easter.